Today we are reading Letter from Mifamem. A letter from Mifamem, Phainon's fairy pen pal, revealing small worries and past memories. As well as reading the letter to Mifamem, a response letter you wrote on behalf of Phainon to the fairy pen pal, sharing wisdom and advice. These collectibles can be found starting from the Wondrous Woods Space Anchor in Ides Elysiae. Both books are found in Mifamem's mailbox on the bottom floor of the eastern side of the Membrance Maze. All parts of both books will be given to you through several interactions with Mifamem's mailbox. About cleaning. To my dear friend Snowy. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. You haven't written back once since that rushed goodbye. Do you still remember our promise to explore the outside world together? I've been diligently practicing my branch swings 100 times every single day, Mem. You're so terribly late that I'm really starting to get upset, Mem. Even if you've already embarked on your journey without me, please write and share your adventures. I'll read them as bedtime stories and fall asleep with your letters beneath my pillow. Your dear friend, Mifamem. P.S. Snowy, the chief borrowed your wondrous cleaning gadget and completely wore it out. I've tried everything to fix it, but nothing works. Now the dust on my cabinet is thick as a snowdrift and flies everywhere at the slightest touch. What should I do, my dear friend? About cleaning response. Dear Mifamem, dear friend, I was ecstatic to receive your letter. I'm sorry I had to set out on my journey without saying goodbye. Some things just couldn't wait. As time flies, the past feels like a hazy trance, a brief nap on a heap of grass in a maze. It's as if I'm speaking to my past self as I open this letter. Regardless, thank you for writing to me. Abyss of Fate, Akama, Castrum Kremnos. I've wandered far these past few years, but I think you'd like the Grove the best. The people there live atop an ancient, towering tree, old and grand enough to house 10,000 little fairies. I pursued my studies there for a period of time, and met reliable friends and teachers I'll never forget. One day I hope I can introduce them to you. That thing I made for you back then is actually called a broom, an essential tool in the outside world. All you need are 30 leaves, each as long as your arm, and some sturdy grass rope to bind them together. If counting to 30 is a bit much, just ask the chief for help. Best of luck to you. I know our paths will cross again someday, and when they do, I'll tell you every story I've ever lived. Forever and always your good friend. About repairing. To my dear friend Snowy, you wrote back. I was so excited that I greeted every passing fairy. The chief told me you'd gone somewhere far, far away and couldn't possibly reply. I never believed him. It was really you, wasn't it? I followed your instructions and made a broom. The house was sparkling clean in no time. The power of a broom is incredible. I probably shouldn't check the mailbox daily. It's getting worn out so fast. Back then, you fixed it in just one afternoon with all those clicking and clanking. How exactly did you do it? I'd like to fix it myself, but I simply can't remember how. Your dear friend, Mifamem. About repairing response. My dear Mifamem, dear friend, of course I'm Phainon. Born in Ides Elysiae, I'm the son of Hieronymus and Audata. Well, my family bonds nearly ended the day I left the wheat out in the rain when I was 8. Let's just say a parent's tough love is a form of love nonetheless. Likewise, maybe the village chief was just worried that you'd be scammed. A little caution never hurt anyone after all. I once journeyed to an ancient land where people lived on ships, their homes adorned with vast resplendent sails gliding across the void. They had a unique philosophy of woodworking, using interlocking mortise and tenon joints to build structures of astonishing stability. Perhaps that might inspire you in fixing your mailbox. When your fingers trace the grain of the wood, you start to feel what it feels, and when you disassemble the decaying wood board to paint it anew, you're giving it another chance of life. There's only 99% ink left in this pen, so I'm going to stop here for now. Forever and always yours, your good friend, About cooking. To my dear friend Snowy, how I wish you could see the mailbox now. While I was at it, I fixed the crooked shelves and creaky beams too. Even if I'm gone one day, they'll stay solid and steady, right up into the world's very end. There's something I've been curious about for a while. How is it that I receive replies so promptly whenever I send you a letter? Would you mind sharing that little secret with me? All this activity made my tummy rumble like crazy. I can still remember exactly how that cookie tasted when you broke it in half and shared it with me. If you wouldn't mind, could you teach me your recipe? Your dear friend, Mifamem. About cooking response. Dear Mifamem, as for how it arrived so quickly, maybe my longing for you has given it wings, or maybe time flows differently in the maze. I'm afraid only time itself knows the answer to that. The bustling streets of Akama are also home to extraordinary cuisines. Among them lies a dish that stirs the soul, known only as the red soil. It's a bit of an acquired taste, but making it is simple. Just press the right kind of red soil into a solid block. It melts in your mouth and the flavor lingers beautifully. That's all from me for now. Eat well and sleep tight. Be happy and live joyfully, forever and always. Your good friend. About adventure. To my dear friend Snowy, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. A kind-hearted traveler helped repair my wind chime, and guess what? I've finally embarked on an adventure just like you did. I've crossed the farthest hill and climbed the highest branch, then floated down holding onto dandelion fluff. I've sipped the sweet waters of forest streams and wrapped myself in thick leaves for warmth. During downpours, I found shelter within cozy tree hollows. And yesterday I found myself in a standoff with a beetle. I brandished my branch and claimed victory, winning some delicious nuts as my reward. I've asked the beetle to bring you this letter with my question. How exactly does one start a fire, Mim? I've grown quite wary of crunchy biscuits and desperately crave something warm and cozy. Your dear friend, Mifamem.